Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Vanishing of Ethan Carter. And boy, did last episode take a right-hand turn, and we're gonna repeat that right-hand turn because I don't think we succeeded at it. You run into this TV thing with a code. You put in the code, which you figure out, and then there's this guy just in a spacesuit right here, and we're just gonna chase him. He disappears, so if he disappears, I'm assuming I need to figure out which way he went. And this is not working well. I think he went this way. Ah. And if I screw up like I did, the music goes out, and if the music goes out, I suspect I have to come back to the thing and start again, which is somewhere over here. Fortunately, the code does not change, but it does move you into a different location where you start, from where you start, so finding it is turning into a slightly difficult concept. Where are you, little light up thing that makes no sense whatsoever for existing? I think it's right here. You see the slight unnatural glowing here. Yeah, here it is. This, this, this. And it really goes to show just like, am I supposed to be going straight? Yes, I am. So I just need to go straight until I see him change directions. Follow the curve. I'm catching up on him, but I really don't want to get up to him. I don't think. Because I don't think I can touch him or anything. There he is. What the F? We're in the atmosphere. We might be entering outer space. What the heck is going on in this game? I don't do drugs, but I suspect this is what doing drugs is like. Okay, I've stopped even bothering looking left and right. Another spaceship. And maybe another spaceship. And more spaceships. All over. Nothing up here. Sounds like a space whale. Nothing in the back. Ah, read. It's a story. Every time there's a story that's written, I somehow live it out. This is zooming out. I don't know why it was rotating like that. Fangs. We will just read it. The beast had fangs, but was heavy and slow. So when I saw the light in the sky, it waited. So when it saw the light in the sky, thinking the light would go out like the others before it. When it did not, the beast rose up on its legs and went to the place where the fire was still burning. As the orange light died, another took its place. This one was blue, a bright, pure blue that the creature had only seen along the edges of the stars. The beast showed its fangs, and the light vanished. A moment later, the light appeared again between two distant trees. The beast wanted to go home, but could not ignore the light, so it chased it deeper in the forest. Was I the beast in this story? Hmm. When the light stopped, it did so in a clearing of trees. The beast entered the circle, and fearing no fear, the trees turned toward the beast, pointing at it like needles. But the tops of the trees lowered and dug into the ground. The trunks and roots were raised into the air and closed around the beast like walls. As the ground disappeared, the beast realized it would never use its fangs again. Well, apparently I got trapped. And no picture this time, just this. Hmm. I imagine somebody actually wrote this and scanned it in and then animated it over it. It would be a lot harder probably to do this just from scratch in Photoshop. So
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories, stories, always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
Where are we? So, this is the Fangs again. Sounds like Ethan wasn't getting along with Travis. I assume that's his brother. And then we've got something new to read. So once we do the puzzle, we find something else to read. Probably the true reality. It's Gaylord written all over it. Uh, it's the Abstruse Tales, Yellow Hills of Mars by Douglas Spalding. January 1964, 40 cents, featuring Yellow Hills of Mars, plus Julian West, Michael Arden, Clarence Callis, and many more. Travis Defacement, Gaylord. So we even know that it was Travis that wrote that, broke his story. And nothing on the back. So we've learned a little bit about Travis's relationship. He's a bit of a jerk. And this, it's a wooden rocket ship. So what we saw before, all fantasy, but the reality, very different. Unfortunately, that also put us in a puzzle ahead of where we should have been, because we still haven't figured out how the guy was killed, or how he died, if he was murdered or not. So that was very weird. It's starting to make sense though, what's going on in this world. Either Ethan is able to uh, actually manifest these things, or I am, as Paul Portalis, I think is my name, crazy and just seeing these things. Thought there might be something written on that. We have more railroad stuff here, but unless my grenade that I happen to wander upon actually does blow this way, I don't think we can connect a rail cart to it. So we're in a new area, we can tell by the music. We need to look around this area a little bit more thoroughly, see if we can investigate something. Hopefully find something. Because I don't want to move forward until I've done as much as I think I can. Now, one thing I do, because I am crazily obsessed with achievements for no legitimate reason whatsoever, is I did look at the achievements for this game, and there's probably about 10, and it seems like you get one because one of them was called Fangs, and we just found a story called Fangs. I bet you get one every time you do a puzzle and find it. So I'm suspecting this game's not really that long. It has been pretty cool looking and so far impactful. We're having to find the story ourselves, but it seems like there is an actual story here. It's not just something that's, it's not one of those movies that says, oh, this is meaningful, but I'm not going to explain how it's meaningful. You have to find that for yourself. Ah, that looks like a bird. Either that's a really tiny tree or a bird. It's not a moving bird, so it's only going to get half credit for putting wildlife in your world. But then we just did see a moving rocket man. So how can I really complain too much about that? There being no wildlife. So we haven't gotten this all the way up. Maybe I need to start this up again and move it backward a little bit more. So why would that be it? I think it would be the rail car, if anything. Seems like it kind of sticks there. But maybe I'll put it on the severed legs. Try that. Move it a little bit further up forward, I think. Move it a little bit forward more, maybe even move it up to the rope. How accurate do I have to be, or is my accuracy even part of the problem. I mean, sure, that looks like that might have been part of the issue. And maybe I need to cover up the rope because the rope doesn't matter. See, we're over the rope now. We can see all the other parts. Maybe that's what's the deal, is we need the one thing that's not important hidden. Nope. That's actually smaller than it was before. So we were in the right place. We're just missing something. Alright, so go backwards here to the place where we were. I mean, we even got the thing. We don't have items or anything along those lines. Almost there, but we're missing something. What are we missing? Ah, maybe there's something over here. Maybe not. Maybe up here. Where does this puzzle start? Where's this area? I suppose it starts halfway through that bridge, wouldn't it? Because that's where the rail car was. I don't suspect that there actually is anything more on the bridge. So the problem here is the spirit is willing, but the mind is weak. As far as just as, and it's not even the mind as the eyeballs. I'm sure this is just a pixel hunt situation, which often occurs to me in playing games. Is that somewhere hidden around here is what you're trying to find. It's just, I can't see it. I often have to resort to the saying, I can't see the trees for the forest, because I will see the big picture of something but not the individual elements, which is pretty bad for a video gamer. But we'll figure it out, I hope. Everything seems like it's pretty close. Maybe I should crank the crank or take the crank. If I go up this pathway, we know we've gone too far. The music will stop, so that's pretty clear indicator you've gone too far. Is there something in the water? I don't even know what we're really looking for. So I'm having a problem here with this game now at this rate, because I'm just lost. I'm not seeing anything in that that it would indicate. It'd be nice if there was some kind of hint or something. I can't. Hey, that did play music more. Maybe it does have to be off. It's just on the verge. But no, the right thing is for this thing to be off. We're hearing the audio feedback. When we step on, off, we hear that. So it's gotta be somewhere over here. Oh, it's right here. Darn it. Rock, divot, fresh dirt. Rock, fix. Rock. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. It was right there the whole time. It wasn't even that hard. This is where a great example of gamers can just get lost in games if you don't handhold and give them directions. That's why right at the beginning of this series when they said they weren't gonna hold my hand, I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Because the games don't work that way. Hopefully we put everything in the place as it should be, and now we will see what happened. Ghosts? 4 ghosts? 5 ghosts? Oh. 5 pieces of the soul hidden? Am I supposed to follow those things? Alright. I would crouch down to see who this is. So somebody is standing over him with the crankshaft. And I didn't see where the one that went this way went, so we'll follow this. Is that Travis or is that Ethan, I wonder? There. So that's 2. Is that the victim? Meeting with this guy? So what happened? He was here. Why was he there? Seems like he was there alone. Was this just an accident? He was tying the kid to the train track? Well, one, if you tied the kid that way, he's probably not even gonna get run over, but he might. So what is this? Was this self-defense? I mean, what is this? We gotta go find the rock and see the last bit of this, I suppose. I mean, I'd hate to think that the kid had it coming. Tying somebody to the train tracks. On a train that's broken, by the way. So that's hardly gonna look like an accident. Chronology tag. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So I gotta figure out what the chronology of all this is. Let's see, well, we can work our way backwards with this. This is obviously going to be 6. And this is obviously going to be 5. And this is obviously going to be 4. So I suspect this will be 3. Because he's got the rock in his hand. And then question really only gets down to, is this 2 or is this 1? This has to be 1, doesn't it? Because he wouldn't come over here unless he wouldn't come over here and unless he would had already tied up the kid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can visualize it, I suppose, hitting Y now.
Listen to me. We can destroy it. I know how.
That's
You
Ethan.
can't destroy it, Ethan. You can't destroy time. And that's what he is. He is forever.
Maybe that was Travis.
wish there was another way. Travis, tell me where Ethan is. Now.
I'm giving the sleeper what he wants. What all of us want. Look, old man, you need to go home.
Who's the sleeper? That was new.
No.
Ethan, run, goddammit. Go! Get out of here! Travis, close your eyes.
Where's this going? Interesting. So now we've got this whole sleeper thing. What is the sleeper, and why was Travis trying to kill Ethan? And why did they kill Travis so brutally? I guess instead of calling the police, they're doing something else.
Grandpa? Stay away!
Ethan, I'm sick too. I can feel the sleeper in my head.
Then fight it! I have to destroy the room!
Purvis, I'm sorry. Ethan,
Oh no!
I can't let you do that.
Whatever had turned Ethan's family against him, the grandfather was trying to resist. Age helps against those things that feed on hate. Not because of wisdom or experience, because the old are tired. Their hate is less useful.
It locked in on a angle on my camera on my right stick, so while he was saying that dialogue, it was just slowly going this way, and it almost looked like that was pre-programmed cinematics, but it really wasn't, because you could see it was starting to go away from the vista view and just that way. So something is in the heads of Ethan's family trying to cause him harm. We have, I suppose, at least begun to understand the story here. We know what happened to Travis. There seems to have been a pretty big difference in age between Travis and Ethan, but they seem like they might be cousins or brothers still, didn't seem like father-son relationships or that much of a difference. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.